Hola!
Buenos dias.
It's Monday and we are headed off to class, and today we have a test. Hola! I'm Neosha.
And I'm Nick.
And we moved from Kansas
To Mexico.
and we are sharing our videos with you.
We hope you enjoy them.
Adios!
Adios.
This will be our third test for level 2, and then we will have one more and then our final.
Less than 2 weeks left.
Yep, that's it.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we've definitely have experienced a lot during this time that we've been here, and yeah, we've done so much. We might have to do a video on just memories of everything. We have our little friend here following, walking with us.
She didn't for a while, and now she's back at it.
Yep. So one thing about the dogs around here, they're not fixed. So she was in heat, and so there was a pack of boys following her around, apparently. And so she wasn't with us for a while. I think she was trying to stay away from them, but they kept following her. Now they're not following her, so.
So she's back to following us.
Yeah. Oh, so we have learned indirect and direct objects, and the me, te, le, nos, les, all those. And we have learned gustar as well. So we are working on speaking more Spanish now that we have a lot of ways to form our sentences now. We know present, imperfect, preterite, future, and conditional now. So quite a bit.
Only 8 more tenses, nine more tenses to go.
Yep. So over here they are working on building something. We don't know what they're building, but
Looks like a house with a giant garage, like a house upstairs and a giant garage downstairs. I think it's my dream house is what they're building.
So yeah. And then off yonder here we have palm trees and cows. Don't know if you can see them very well. I can't zoom in from this angle. Over here on this side we have
Palm trees and cows on that side too.
and palm trees, yeah. So, oh, we have a white one right here. Just right here. There we go. See? Moo.
Cow's like, why are you stopping to bother me?
Let's see. What else? Oh, some pretty white birds flying around over here, but you can't see them. So
They're flying directly into the sun.
yeah, it's hard to see them. Trying to think if there's anything else. Not a whole lot's been going on. We've been last couple of weeks just kind of trying to make it through the days because we've been struggling with kind of missing familiar things. But I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Yeah, it hit me at church last night.
Yeah?
I think I think part of the homesickness is just not being able to talk with anybody, you know? I mean, there's a small group of people that we can talk to, but you want to go to the store or something, you can barely get through those sentences, and it's just a struggle to communicate.
Yeah.
And that makes me, I don't know, part of me wants to be, you know, back in the States where I can talk with everybody. Even though I'm not a social person, doesn't usually bother me that I can't talk. But
Yeah.
It's a problem that'll go away.
Yeah.
I think it just suddenly hit me that, it's hard when you can't talk to anybody.
It is. And that makes sense. So anybody that goes to a different country, it is hard. After a while, it's like, okay, I wish I could talk to people.
So badly, I just told a buddy of mine this morning, I was messaging with him, and told him just this morning I wish I had done more Spanish when I was younger. He reminded me that our Spanish teacher in school was questionable, so I probably wouldn't have learned much anyway.
Yeah. Well, looks like they're working on this road right here.
Yep. We gotta get it built up so it doesn't flood like it usually does.
But they're gonna make a road. So what we're talking about right here, they're building a road to go over and around because
a flood wall.
Yeah.
That wall is a flood wall, and so they're building to go over the top of it, drive over the top of it.
So because over here, this way, this is where a lot of people walk. A lot of kids are walking and stuff. And so they're wanting to kind of close this area off to be a walking area instead of driving down. Just don't want any accidents to happen or whatever.
Got a lot of kids wandering around here.
A lot. Because the schools are right over there, so. But this is really nice, fine sand. They just put this here, so.
At some point over the weekend.
Yep. So this is kind of the direction that we go at the moment to head to class. There is another way, but they kind of blocked the other way off.
Are we late?
Unless we go around.
The twins are here already. Must mean we're late.
So.
We won't be mean to them. They usually walk in last minute every day. Even though they live closer than anybody to the school.
So, but anyhow, all right, we're here at the school and we're gonna go in and get started and be ready for our test. So by the time you see this, we'll have already done the test. Actually, afterwards we'll continue this video and let you know how things went. We just won't know the scores yet. So adios.
So it's got a lot of applications.
I mean, it seems like when you talked about this earlier, we could eliminate a lot of words for that way.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Or I could say, well, the thing about my computer is that it doesn't start. Loaded mi computadora es que no arranca. Right. So anytime you want to say that.
No, I'm mad now. I don't want to talk anymore.
We are done with class and we got our test done. So we will get our results tomorrow.
Yeah, the teachers are actually in a prayer and fasting meeting that they do once a month, and so
Yeah.
they won't even touch our tests
Yeah.
this morning.
No. So it's all right. We'll find out tomorrow. But I feel okay about the test. The verbs I feel good on. Vocabulary I actually feel better than I thought I would on. But the grammar, I don't know. I thought I was gonna do great, but it just felt like it was a little more, I don't know, difficult? Not really difficult. I don't feel like I did a great job on it.
I'm a little concerned this might be my lowest test so far in grammar.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about the verbs or
The vocab.
vocab. I think I'll do fine on those, except I couldn't remember what a dustpan was. That one's just blank, so I know I missed that one.
I missed that one too.
I'm sure I missed another one or two, but I don't know. I'm just a little more anxious about the grammar test. I'm usually a lot more confident than that when I hit the grammar test. This one, I don't know. There's just a few things that I should know that I didn't. So I'm going to go review those.
Yeah, it's probably good to review.
That's the thing about these tests is if you just do anything wrong, it really just gives you what you need to study on before the final.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
And you get to know it.
Mm-hmm. So we learned our next grammar lesson.
Lizard.
And
had a bright blue tail. Just went running that way.
the grammar lesson is identifying the it finally. Wow. So lode. So it was a super short lesson and we have the homework to do.
Yep. I'll go sit down and do homework and probably be done before normal class time would have been over. And then I'll review some things on the test.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure I want to do that until I get the test because I'm going to read them and
Buenos dias.
I'm going to freak myself out when I start reviewing and go, oh, I didn't do any of this right.
Yeah.
Occasionally that happens.
So it's just so beautiful out here. Just gotta show you the view.
It's hot again.
Hot. We had a cold morning. It was kind of nice, but it's warming up. Of course, we're in the sun right now, so it's pretty warm.
We need to go do some sunbathing. My legs are still pearly white.
But so, all right, yeah. Everybody gathered into our room and we had our grammar lesson. But other than that, I don't know. We have worship night tonight. That's another thing we have tonight. So maybe that'll be added on for tomorrow's video.
Vocab words and
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
really long, a really long verse to memorize tonight.
Oh, I forgot about that. So we have grammar lesson to do. We have our vocab words to memorize. And we have the verse to memorize. Yay! I forgot about all that. We have a lot of homework to do apparently. All right, well, here we are. We're gonna get off here and we're gonna go study. So hope you all are having a great time wherever you are. Adios. So I thought the video would be done, but I'm gonna actually share a little bit about what we're learning at this moment. So basically, we are learning el artículo neutro. Basically, that is in addition to the masculine article el and the feminine article la, there is a neuter English neuter article lo. This article has several applications. Basically, lo means it. I am so glad that we're being able to put a word to it because it confused me to not have a word for it. So this is good. So lo plus adjetivo would be like the thing, the part, and what is. So like the thing, the good thing is that. Lo bueno es que. Blah, blah. And then there are some other things. Apparently one that we will hear a lot is lo que, which means what or that which. So I won't forget what you told me. No olvidaré lo que me dijiste. So that is what we're learning, what our grammar homework is. And then for tomorrow, we have a very long verse to have memorized. And here it is in Spanish. Juan 5 20. Oh my gosh, my mind is gone. I know it. 24. So here is the verse. De cierto les dijo, el que oye mi palabra y cree al que me envió, tiene vida eterna, y no será condenado, sino que ha pasado de muerte a vida. Basically, that is John 5:24. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth in him that hath sent me hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, that is passed from death into life. Basically, I'm going to take this verse that's in English and translate it through like ESV or NIV or something to make it a little more my language, and then it'll help me to be able to understand the Spanish version part. So there's that one. And then we have vocabulary. So our vocabulary for tomorrow that we need to memorize, I don't know how many words there are several, but it is religious words that we're learning this time. And this is the sheet, what it looks like. What's highlighted is what I already know. So basically we're learning a lot of the words: baptism, biblical, Calvary, song, communion, believer, devotional book, disciple, doctrine, heaven, the gospel, things like that. And then to walk in the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit, it is written to be born again, and Thanksgiving, which we've already learned that one, Acción de Gracias. And because we had Thanksgiving on Thursday. So, for instance, church, la iglesia. And then you have like simple ones like mission, la misión. That's pretty easy. Sermon, el sermón. Savior is El Salvador. So it shouldn't be that hard to memorize all of these words for tomorrow. We'll see how we do. But we take that, and we do need to memorize all of the words, but we have a self-test. And basically we have this paper right here, which has 24 lines. And so we take whatever words and we write them in English. And then tomorrow during our self-test, we don't have the paper with us to be able to look. So we have to have them memorized, and we write them in Spanish. And that's how that works for the self-test. So it's been going pretty well for that. And I'm going to start studying. So, all right, that's it for this video, and we'll chat with you later. Adios.